Good afternoon, teachers, parents, and students. Welcome to Singapore Polytechnic School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, EAE webinar. My name is Tan Hak Hui. I'm the MC for the webinar today. If you have questions, you may post your question in a Zoom chat and submit the questions to the Q&A host, Dr. Tan Kui Teck. May I now invite my school director, Dr. Lim Joo Gi, for a welcoming message.
A very warm welcome to Singapore Polytechnic. I am Dr. Lim Joo Gi, Director of the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, in short, EEE. SPEEE was established as early as 1957. Today, EEE has more than 50,000 alumni, many of whom have built successful careers, and quite a number have established themselves in the top echelon of their industries. Many have also clinched prestigious scholarships such as the PSC Scholarship, Harvard University Scholarship, Changi Airport Group Scholarship, and SUTD SMU Dual Degree Program Scholarship, just to name a few. SPEE's curriculum comprises engineering domain knowledge, common core curriculum, and a choice of electives. Our engineering curriculum is aligned with the skills framework by Skills Future Singapore, driven by the industry and Singapore's future needs. Our education model will equip our learners with attributes of the 21st century workforce, namely competency and versatility, communication and collaboration, creativity, innovation and enterprise, ethics and responsible citizenry, self-directedness and personal effectiveness, and global mindset. The Common Core curriculum, comprising the critical human and emerging digital skills, offers students an integral and interdisciplinary learning experience to meet the demands of a disrupted world in line with the development goals of the United Nations. SP's elective framework allows EEE students a choice of 3 or 5 electives with the possibility of leading to a certificate or a minor based on their interests and passion to develop our students to be self-directed and versatile. SPEEE also offers multiple pathways to engage students in agile, collaborative, and experiential learning, where students can pursue some of their course modules through other platforms as shown here. In particular, in a first-of-its-kind program, you are now able to get a head start in university life. Since 2020 intake, students in EEE courses have taken and are doing their modules in NUS or SUTD as SP electives. This could potentially shorten the time from diploma to degree to work. Our main pedagogy is the CDIO framework, an engineering education framework developed by MIT. CDIO represents the 4 key stages of most engineering activities. In the 2018 MIT report, Singapore Polytechnic is the only polytechnic from Singapore identified just outside the top 10 list as current leader in engineering education. To prepare our students for employment in the fast-changing digital world, EEE diploma curriculum constantly keeps up with emerging technologies. This is done through our strong industry partnership. EEE has 8 industry collaborated technology hubs. Besides supporting student learning, we are active in technology development and project collaboration with industries and research institutions in many high-tech areas. All our EEE students will have industry exposure through the 22-week solutioning internship in their final year to work on industry or iconic projects. The internship prepares our students to be work-ready. To prepare our students to be world-ready, there are many overseas exposure programs, such as the Overseas Internship, leadership programs, and overseas competitions for students to take part in. And to prepare our students to be life-ready, in EEE, there are abundant opportunities for students to develop their leadership skills and put them to good use in committee work and competitions. Many EEE students aspire to go for further studies after they graduate from SP. In fact, our EEE students are offered direct entry into second year or advanced standing at local and overseas university. So to parents, I look forward to having your children join us. To prospective students, I look forward to having you join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lim, for the ECG sharing. Next, our course chair will share with you more details on our 4 diploma courses. Let's first watch a video by our final year students on their project work in drones technology. May I now invite Diploma in Aerospace Electronics, DASE in short, course chair Mr. Danny Lee, to share with you on the DASE course.
My name is Danny Lee, course chair for Diploma in Aerospace Electronics. In short, we call it DASE. I will be sharing with you some details of DASE in my 5 minutes presentation. Do you want to build Singapore aviation future through innovation with emerging technologies? If yes, this is the course for you. DASE equip you with the skills and competency in aerospace, engineering, avionics domains and emerging technologies in infocom technology to develop you to be a versatile engineer in both aerospace and adjacent industry. I'd like to mention a few key highlights of DASE. DASE student can pursue private pilot license with Singapore Youth Flying Club, where DASE curriculum and electives will provide the advantage. DASE student can take commercial pilot theory as elective. DASE student can take unmanned aircraft flying and drone technologies electives to pursue unmanned aircraft pilot license. DASE student can operate A320 cockpit flight simulator to have an authentic learning experience in flying the A320 during lab experiments. DASE curriculum develops students with critical digital and human skills through our 10 common core modules. Going forward, we are seeing more electric aircraft powering the future of aerospace industry, and DASE will prepare you well for the future jobs. DASE is the first Polytechnic-based diploma course in aerospace electronics established in 2003. Singapore Poly has the biggest aero hub among all the polytechnics. It houses the state-of-the-art aircraft training facilities at Aero Hub with 4 aircraft and 2 full-size A320 cockpit flight simulator to provide students with authentic aircraft training experience. Singapore Polytechnic is an official ST Engineering Aerospace CAAS approved maintenance training organization, SAR 147, and this can provide our students with opportunities to work more closely with the aerospace industry. DASE students can apply for SP-NUS Collaboration Program or SP-SUTD Pathway Program to get a head start in university life. This program will shorten your degree journey. DASE offers you a choice of 3 or 5 electives that can lead to a certificate or minor respectively. You can pursue a minor in 5G and AIoT or computing and technology. Given a choice of 3 or 5 electives, DASE student can pursue passions in aviation management or other areas such as commercial pilot theory, and unmanned aircraft flying and drone technologies. With the electives, you can kickstart your pursuit to be aircraft pilot or be a certified CAAS unmanned aircraft pilot, and also to further your study at university. Some of the other DAYS course highlights are as shown in the slide. DAYS offer a revamped curriculum that is aligned to the Singapore Airworthiness Requirement Part 66 and Skills Framework in Aerospace. DAYS offers you exciting 2 weeks overseas exchange program Learning Express. DAYS offers you prestigious scholarship and sponsorship such as SP Engineering Scholar, A-Star, and RSCF that covers tuition fees and provide allowance. DAYS offers 10 common core modules which develop students with critical digital and human skills that prepare students for the hybrid jobs of the future in an increasingly digital-enabled world. To prepare our students well for work and experience the working life in the industry, DAYS offers students 22 weeks internship opportunities. Some of the reputable aerospace companies include Airbus, Rolls-Royce, SIA Engineering Company, ST Engineering Aerospace, and Changi Airport Group. For DAYS students who chose to take 5 electives, they will take the semester-long internship to work on industry projects. DAYS has revamped its curriculum to offer you domain modules in emerging technology, in artificial intelligence, data analytics, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, robotics, and automation. DAYS graduates have a proven track record of admission to local and overseas universities. At NTU, DAYS graduate can look forward to direct entry into second year of EEE courses. At NUS, DAYS graduate can enjoy advanced placement credit in relevant modules for up to 40 modular credits, which is equivalent to 1 year worth of study. For overseas university, DAYS graduate can have the advantage of advanced standing of up to 2 years for related degree programs. I hope you have a better understanding of diploma in aerospace electronics. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Danny. Before we proceed to the next presentation, we will invite you to watch the video on autonomous electric vehicle.
Outfitted with a GPS, a lighter navigation systems, and wide range of sensors, and 5G wireless communication technology, our very first autonomous surveillance vehicle is being developed in Singapore Polytechnic by a team of Year 3 project students and dedicated lecturers. The vehicle is designed to sense its environment and navigate safely without human input. Passengers can book a ride on our autonomous vehicle via mobile applications on their handphones and enjoy secure transactions through a digital cryptocurrency payment options using a blockchain network. The autonomous vehicle is also equipped with the condition monitoring systems using server-embedded sensors to ensure that it is operating at optimum conditions.
As you can see in the video just played, our diploma in computer engineering students applied their knowledge in both the hardware and the software to build an autonomous electric vehicle. May I now invite Diploma in Computer Engineering, DCPE in short, course chair, Mr. Francis Steele, to share with you on DCPE course.
Hi, my name is Francis Steele. I am the course chair for the Diploma in Computer Engineering, or DCPE. If you want to shape the digital world through innovation with 5G, AI, and Internet of Things solution, then the Diploma in Computer Engineering is for you. DCPE is the most comprehensive computer engineering course that you can find among polytechnics in Singapore. This course covers 8 important fields of computing. They are computer systems, software development, smart city technologies, artificial intelligence, computer networking, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and 5G technology and applications. We can cover so many different areas because DCPE has the largest intake among similar diplomas in Singapore. With almost all important areas of computing covered by this diploma, it means that if you enroll into this course, you are bound to find a computing specialization that your heart desires. And at the same time, you are keeping your future options open, giving yourself more flexibility and better opportunities for your future career or when pursuing a degree program after your diploma. The diagram shows the DCPE course structure in a simplified format. Year 1 is common to all DCPE students. This is where you build up your foundation knowledge and skills in electrical and electronic engineering, computer programming, networking, and mathematics. When you move up to the second year, you will make a choice between two paths: computer engineering and software, CES, or computer networking and security, CNS. The path you choose will determine what modules you will be taking. In the CES path, you will focus on computer hardware design and software programming. In the CNS path, you will learn computer networking and basic network security. In year 3, you will choose one specialization. Each specialization consists of 4 modules in the specialized area. If you have chosen the CES path in year 2, then you can choose to specialize in computer applications, smart city technologies, or cloud computing. If you have chosen the CNS path in year 2, then you can choose to specialize in cybersecurity, smart city technologies, or cloud computing. In year 3, you will also have to go for an internship where you'll be attached to a company. Besides building up your technical competencies, you will also be building up your critical human and emerging digital skills through the Common Core Curriculum, or CCC. The CCC is designed to prepare students for a disruptive world that is ever-changing. To help you with your future education and career planning, the course also includes Education and Career Guidance, or ECG modules. Finally, you can choose free electives to pursue your other interests that is not in the course. As a DCPE student, you can apply for external scholarships from various organizations. For example, CSIT, Singtel, DSTA, DSO, and A-Star. Over the years, many DCPE students have been awarded these scholarships. If you eventually decide to pursue a degree program, you will find yourself spoiled with the choices of programs you can apply for. Because of the fact that computer engineering is a combination of computer science and electronic engineering, you have at least 17 degree programs that you are eligible to apply for at the local universities. If you are considering overseas study, then the list of possible programs is even longer. In fact, if you enroll into the DCPE course, you are eligible for 2 joint programs with NUS and SUTD. By joining these programs, you can get more exemption if you enroll into the undergraduate program at the university. We also have a special program with GovTech. DCPE students can apply for a 1-year internship program with GovTech, during which the students will be involved in Smart Nation projects. As a DCPE student, you have opportunity to take part in local and overseas competition. You can pick up higher level skills that are necessary to compete at the national and international level, and build up your portfolio for student awards, scholarship, or university applications. You can visit the EEE Student Talent Development websites to find information about what competitions our students had participated. There will also be a lot of opportunities waiting for you to apply your knowledge in industrial and research projects. For example, DCPE students have gained invaluable experience by applying AI and IoT knowledge together to tackle engineering problems in autonomous electric vehicle and vertical farming. After graduating from SP with a diploma in computer engineering, you can work as an associate engineer in many areas, such as computer system, software programming, networking, cybersecurity, and cloud computing. The DCP curriculum is aligned to industrial certifications. If you wish, you may choose to go for certification exam to get industrial certification to further enhance your career prospects. As a closing, I welcome you to enroll into the DCP course for an exciting learning experience and many unimaginable opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis, for ECG sharing. As you have watched, we now invite you to watch the video on a diploma in engineering with business alumni success story.
Hi, I'm Jason, founder of APOL. After graduate, I actually went into a private company to actually work as a full-time. Faced a very common issue, which is the backache. Then I did some understanding to actually find the chair, which I find that is a bit costly. So with that, I basically come up with a solution, which is why not let's start a business using what we learned in DEB. I find my partner, so we come out with a business plan that we wanted to actually enter into Singapore's market. So I did some of the research and understanding. Engineering knowledge I gained in DEB helps me to come up with the design to create this product. We managed to actually create this brand called APOL, which stands for A Piece of Lifestyle. It's about 2 years back. So I'm back in DEB as a mentor and taking my juniors to become the intern student. I hope to inspire them to become the next successful entrepreneur.
As you have just watched, our DEB aims to develop in our students an entrepreneurial mindset. May I now invite diplomas in engineering business, DEB in short, course chair, Mr. Danny Lee, to share with us DEB course. Danny, please.
My name is Danny Lee, course chair for Diploma in Engineering with Business. In short, we call it DEB. I will be sharing with you some key highlights of DEB in my 5 minutes presentation. Do you want to spearhead Singapore technopreneurship landscape by transforming technology into business? If yes, this is the course for you. In DEB, you will not just acquire knowledge and skills in electrical and mechanical engineering principle, but also learn how to apply business concept to engineering products and services. If you are interested in science, maths, and technology, but do not want to pursue a pure engineering course, this is the right choice for you. DEB offers you the best of both worlds in engineering and business. DEB is a multidisciplinary course that offers you the many opportunity for further studies with advanced standing at university, such as electrical, electronic, computer science, computer engineering, mechanical, business, etc. It also provides versatility for DEB graduates to pursue career options in different industry sectors. DEB offers technology to business module, which provides students the skills and knowledge to transform technologies into businesses with the mentorship support by successful entrepreneurs. There's also a startup incubation hub at EEE, which provides collaborative space for startups where DEB students can network with like-minded entrepreneurs. Other core modules in the curriculum include consumer psychology, digital marketing, and artificial intelligence in engineering business analytics, which equips students with the technical skills and competency in business and digital technology. For the first time, DEB students will learn critical digital and human skills through the first 10 common core modules. It provides DEB students with integral learning experience with integrated assessment and contents application by pairing of domain and common core modules. Last but not least, DEB offers you a choice of 3 or 5 electives that can lead to a certificate or minor so that you can pursue your passion, such as in entrepreneurship. DEB students learn from experts from 3 SP schools: School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, School of Mechanical and Aeronautical Engineering, and School of Business. You can have up to 30% of the curriculum in business, which is taught by the School of Business. DEB integrates engineering and business knowledge with a focus on technopreneurship. DEB student can apply for SPNUS Collaboration Program or SPSUTD Pathway Program to get a head start in university life. This program will shorten your time from diploma to degree and to work. DEB student can apply for prestigious scholarships or sponsorship such as A-STAR, DSTA, DSO, Home Team, and SCF that covers tuition fees and provides allowance. In DEB, you can choose up to 5 electives which can lead to an additional certificate or minor on top of your diploma. There are many electives and DEB students can choose according to their passion and interest to broaden or deepen their knowledge and skills. There are also opportunities to join the exciting 2 weeks overseas exchange program, Learning Express, where you will use your skills and knowledge to improve the lives in the real world. DEB offers an enriching and exciting overseas technopreneurship immersion program in Japan or China. To better prepare DEB students for work, they will go for their 22 weeks internship locally or overseas in their 3rd year of study. Some of the reputable companies that DEB students had their internship are OCBC, Mapletree, ST Electronic, Panasonic, SSMC, and A-STAR. DEB graduates have a proven track records of admissions to local and overseas universities such as NUS, NTU, SUSS, SUTD, SMU, SIT, and University College London with up to 2 years of advanced standing. At NTU, DEB graduate can look forward to direct entry into 2nd year of electrical and electronic engineering courses. At NUS, DEB graduate can enjoy advanced placement credits in relevant modules for up to 40 modular credits, which is close to 1 year of study. For overseas university, DEB graduates can have the advantage of advanced standing of up to 2 years for related degree programs. DEB graduate can also choose to join business degree program as well. I hope you have a better understanding on diploma in engineering with business. If you have any further inquiry, feel free to contact us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Danny. Next, let's watch a video on real system simulator. You have just watched the facility that supports the Rail Transit Technology specialization in Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. May I now invite Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, DEEE in short, course chair, Dr. Tien Boon Beng, to share with you on DEEE course. Dr. Tien, please.
Welcome to the SPEAE 2022 webinar presentation on Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, in short, DEEE. My name is Boon Meng, course chair of DEEE. If you want to advance Singapore's industry and services with smart and sustainable technologies, then Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering is for you. DEEE is an established engineering course with a long history of more than 60 years. SPDEEE is the most comprehensive electrical and electronics engineering course that you can find among polytechnics in Singapore. This course covers 6 key technologies, namely biomedical, communications, microelectronics, power, rapid transit technology, robotics and control, supporting wide range of key industries and services of our economy. This means that you are bound to find a specialization that your hearts desire, while providing you a good career opportunities and strong foundation for further degree studies after your diploma study. From AY 2022, DEEE cohort students will be offered a range of minor programs to broaden their skills and knowledge in other fields of study. Among them, one new minor is worth mentioning. It is minor in 5G and AIoT. With the emergence of digital transformation and smart technologies, this minor will provide DEEE students opportunities to broaden and strengthen their digital skills and knowledge beside their own specialization. They are relevant for their future employability or further study. In the first 2 years, DEEE students will build up their technical knowledge with ample hands-on practical sessions and projects to hone their problem-solving and practical skills. In their final year, students will choose one of the 6 specializations, as mentioned earlier. Finally, students will embark on a semester-long industrial internship opportunities at reputable companies such as Bosch, SP Group, SMRT, A-Stars, PSA, Siemens, and etc. There were many success stories from our industrial internship program. Some secured job employment or even scholarships with the industries after their internship stint. DEEE also offer multiple pathways called ACE, stand for Agile, Collaborative, and Experiential Learning, where students can pursue some of their course modules through other platforms such as shown here. They are SPNUS Collaborative Program, SPSUTD Pathway Programs, GovTech Polytechnic Technology Programs, Engineering Academy, competitions, and industrial certifications. Due to our strong partnerships with industries, DEEE students will get opportunities to be trained under the learning environment where industry practices brought into classroom, benchmarking industry standards. For more details on these training facilities, please visit the course website. DEEE students also excel in many local and overseas competitions such as World Scale Competition, RoboCup Competition, Huawei ICT Competition, EMA Energy Challenge, and etc. As DEEE students, you can also apply for external scholarships from organizations such as CSIT, DSO, Singtel, SG Rail, DSTA, SGIS, and etc. Many DEEE students perform well to secure prestigious scholarships and awards. We are also proud to share that the course produced 2 PhD scholars in 2016 and 2019. For DEEE graduates, the diploma is well recognized by all local and many overseas universities. Advanced standings are accorded based on their academic performance. In fact, DEEE is one of the 4 courses from SP that enable students to study universities modules such as the SP electives while they are studying in SP. This could potentially shorten the time to complete the degree courses in NUS and SUTD. Due to the various specializations offered in the course, DEEE curriculums are mapped to the Skill Future framework for many industry sectors. The job and career opportunities that are available to DEEE graduates are endless. DEEE is also recognized by Energy Market Authority (EMA) for the application of electrical technician license if you want to specialize in power engineering. The electrical technician license will boost the employment options in the electrical and electronics industry. However, if you need a little bit more time to decide which engineering course you may be interested, you may consider the SP Engineering Common Engineering Programs, where it gives you a choice of 7 engineering courses from EEE and MAE after first semester of Common Engineering Study. Thank you.
All right, we will share with you EAE application processes.
The early admissions exercise, in short EAE, is an admissions exercise that allows students to apply and receive conditional offers for admission to the polytechnics based on their aptitudes and interests prior to receiving their final grades. Students who can apply are graduating O-level students and final year NITEC and higher NITEC students. The students are given conditional offer based on aptitude and passion. In addition, O-level students must attain a net EL R2-B2 aggregate score of 26 points or better and meet the minimum entry requirements for the respective courses. Higher NITEC students must attain a minimum GPA of 2.0 and for NITEC students 3.5. The minimum entry requirements for EEE courses are: the grade for English must be between 1 to 7. For 2 relevant subjects, this must be 1 to 6. And for 2 best subjects, this must also be 1 to 6. The minimum entry requirement can be found on SPEEE website. SPEEE offers 4 diploma courses, namely Aerospace Electronics, Computer Engineering, Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and Engineering with Business. The application is done online at the online EAE portal. The URL is shown on the slide. Or you can simply search EAE portal on the internet. You are required to select 3 preferred course choices in the order of your interests. Besides, you need to submit a 600-character write-up to tell us more about your aptitude and passion in the course you are applying for. The polytechnics will contact the shortlisted applicants for interviews. You may consider applying through JAE or JPAE in cases when your EAE application is not successful, or you have rejected the offer, or you have accepted the offer but your O-level or RTE final year result does not meet the admission criteria. Applicants may be evaluated based on portfolio of awards or achievements to demonstrate strong passion and performance at the selection interview. At the SPEEE EAE website, you can find tips on building portfolio for EAE application. We will be looking for your achievement relevant to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Some write-up tips: you can show your aptitude by mentioning the achievement in the relevant AEMs you have attended or school subjects such as mathematics, science, or technical subjects. When you are shortlisted for interview, tell us what you know about the course, why we should offer you a place, and do not forget to provide your relevant certificates and evidences to support your application. Please take note of the EAE application timeline. It is available on the EAE portal. We wish you all the best.
Next, I would like to invite our Diploma in Aerospace Electronics final year students, Ms. Ko Nian Chi, to share with you her EAE experience.
Hi, I'm Ko Nian Chi. I'm currently in my year 3 and I'm from Diploma in Aerospace Electronics. I will be sharing with you my EAE experience into SP. So I came from Greendale Secondary School and I took pure sciences along with combined humanities. I was in the Chinese orchestra and I took leadership roles such as sectional leaders for 2 years in my Sec 3 and Sec 4. My hobby is and was drone racing. Currently, I'm in Singapore Polytechnic after my successful EAE application. My course and the elective I took are the Engineering, Exploration and Design, Unmanned Aircraft Flying and Drone Technology, along with Python programming for Internet of Things. The EAE process is as such. First, you submit your online application and a short write-up of why you want to be in this course and what you can offer the school in return. The aptitude test and interview falls on the same date for my year. However, for the past 2 years due to COVID, my juniors did not sit for the aptitude test and their interviews were conducted online. Afterwards, just wait for the news. Now the question will be, how can I help you enter via EAE? Here is my EAE write-up for Singapore Polytechnic Aerospace Electronics. Take a while to read the paragraph. I will do a quick breakdown of what I included in my paragraph. From the top, I mentioned that I was interested in the course Aerospace Electronics. This gives the lecturer reading the clear understanding that I know what I am signing up for. In my second sentence, I wrote when I started my hobby. This gives them a rough gauge of when I started displaying interest in aviation. You should follow it up by talking about what hobby you did, especially if it's related to aviation. After you talk about the past, you should talk about the present, including what your hobbies are right now and how it has grown from when you first started it. After talking about the past and present, you should talk about the future. What will you do in the future that shows continued learning and a short-term goal? After talking about the hobbies in the past, present, and what you want to do in the future, you should cover the skills that you have acquired. For me, I mentioned I have good practical skills and a keen eye for details. In my resume and portfolio, I had pictures of me doing soldering, wiring, and building like aero modeling. After talking about the achievements I have attained, which is important, the school loves to participate in competitions as it boosts the school's reputation. Now to conclude, how will this course help you achieve your dream and ambition? The school will prefer a student who has an end in mind so that they know that the student will be motivated to work hard throughout the duration that they are in Singapore Polytechnic. This is the format that I have used for my EAE write-up, and it helps get my main point across in a concise manner. Soon after, I was accepted for the EAE interview and aptitude test, which is the second stage of the interview process. During my year in 2019, EAE was held in school face-to-face. You got to pick your preferred time slot, and there were a total of 8 students per time slot. When we first arrived, we gathered in a room. We took a 25-minute aptitude test which had 25 questions. And it wasn't so much about math, it was more about logical thinking. The interviews were done as a panel. There were 8 interviewees and 3 interviewers. They told us to pass them our resume and portfolio along with the report book and result slip. During my time slot, the question given to us was, tell me about yourself and why you chose this school. This is a difficult part of the interview, remembering the question. As it was a group interview, you had to wait for your peers to answer before you speak if you answered the first. Some students would veer off topic and it became too draggy that the teachers had to stop them. So my suggestion is to always repeat the question in your head while waiting for your turn to speak. The teacher mentioned after the EAE interview, and I quote, I understand many of you want to be pilots, but going through Aerospace Electronics diploma just to become a pilot is not necessary. For students who want to become pilots, I suggest you rephrase your answer from, as I want to become a pilot in the future, to, a pilot should know his aircraft in order to fly it to its full potential, and this will sound more impressive. Thank you for your kind attention and all the best for EAE applications.
Thank you, Nian Chi, for your sharing. We are now going to the Q&A segment. If you have questions, please use the Zoom chat to submit your questions to the Q&A host, Dr. Tan Kui Teck. Dr. Tan, over to you.
Thank you, Hui. Good afternoon, parents and students. Thank you for submitting your questions. I'm Dr. Tan Kui Teck. I'm your Q&A host for this afternoon. Join me on the panel are our school director, Dr. Lim Joo-gi, and also my colleague Francis Teo, the course chair of Diploma in Computer Engineering, and Dr. Tia Boon Ming, the course chair of Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and finally Mr. Danny Lee, the course chair of Diploma in Aerospace Electronics, as well as Diploma in Engineering Business. Oh, and very important, where's the student? I don't see the student. Nian-chi? Ah, yes. yeah. This is our day's final student, Nian-chi. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have about 20 minutes for the Q&A. All right. Let's start with the first question. So I'll read out the question for you. Some of the questions actually we have received from participants when they registered for this session. First question is the SYFC, I think, Singapore Youth Flying Club opportunity available to all day students or limited to a few? So I think Dean would like to answer this question.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much for the question on SYFC, stand for Singapore Youth Flying Club. All right. So in fact, JC students and Poly students can apply to Singapore Youth Flying Club to embark on their PPL. PPL stands for Private Pilot License. So what these can provide is the advantage, because part of the PPL journey, you need to pass the 7 PPL exam papers. And that 7 exam papers are required, all right, in order to get the license. So the day's curriculum will provide you the advantage in completing the 7 exam papers. On top of that, we also have our school-based elective. We have the commercial pilot theory elective. It's a school-based elective, which means that only EEE students are allowed to take the elective. All right, only EEE students are allowed to take the elective on commercial pilot theory. So that will give you another advantage, because the instructors or the lecturers teaching used to be instructor at SYFC. All right, so they will give you additional advice how you can navigate and perform well at the Singapore Youth Flying Club. All right, so I hope I have answered your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. The next question is, how does diploma in computer engineering differ from IT courses? So I think Francis will be the person to answer this question. Francis?
Yes, thank you for the question. In fact, this is a most frequently asked question that I encounter when students come for open house and all that. Huh? Okay, so first of all, information technology. Okay, what is it about? Okay, it's about offering digital services to users. For example, web services, e-business, internet banking, or digital animation, application software, gaming, etc. So we all have encountered this before, right? So what does it entail then? So for information technology, you will focus on software development, also mainly on the user experience, creating good user experience for the user because they are using your web service, your internet banking and so on, and also focusing on virtual reality and augmented reality. These are the areas. Then how about computer engineering? Okay, you all have just seen a video on autonomous electric vehicle. So what do you think is needed to develop an electric vehicle with the intelligence to navigate by itself, right? So it's not just software, right? It's also include hardware and include a network for communication between many sensors, cameras, right, to the computing, to the computer center to decide what to do next, right? So basically, computer engineering is about implementation of electronic system that is controlled by computer, right? To do or to solve problems such that, for example, you can do things better, faster, more precise, more tirelessly, right? Or to solve complex problems using AI, artificial intelligence, to perform simulation, etc. So computer engineering is now very central to many areas, like for example, smart city nation, robotics, and even defense, right? Defense, you have those weapon system tracking, and also medical application, right? Imaging, and so basically our world is all getting smarter and smarter. Your refrigerator is also getting smarter, your TV getting smarter. So all these things can be controlled using software to using computers and all. So computer engineering is basically in this discipline, right? Both using hardware and software, right? As well as the communication to allow this control to be taking place. Okay, so I hope I answer the question.
Okay, thank you, Francis.
So if I may add, also just to add on to what Francis have mentioned, I think the trend we see that many of the applications now, it's not just about the software. You need an appreciation of the hardware in order to create the application that can make full use of the hardware that is available. So I think in the computer engineering, we give the students a foundation. We definitely will teach them the software, but we also let them understand the hardware in terms of the architecture, in terms of how do you optimize the hardware in order to come up with a development applications that are best suited for the needs and what is required to do.
Okay, thank you, Francis and Yuki. The next question is, what are the differences between the diploma in electrical and electronic engineering of SP and other similar courses offered by Temasek Poly, Nanyang Poly, and Ngee Ann? They all look the same. So I think Dr. Tian can answer this question.
Sure, thank you very much, Kwite. Okay, for the DEEE, then in short, it stands for Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering in SP. We have, as mentioned in my presentation, it has the most broad base and most diversified, that covers very wide ranging of technologies in their final year of study, namely, right, microelectronics. There's well all the IC chips and wafer fab, right, comes from. The second specialization in communications. That's where we are talking about, now the latest in the 5G networking, right, and the 5G technology. And then the third specialization is in power. That's where your power generations, transmissions, the solar voltage, PV. That's where the technologies come from this area. And then the fourth specialization in rapid transit technology. That's where our mass rapid transit, our LRT, comes from there, right? And then the fifth specialization is robotics and automation. That's where our robotics and automations, technologies, right? Automations, processors, right? Reside in that specialization. And then the last but not least is our biomedical. That's where the pharmaceutical, biochemical process, biotechnologies, right, is in that specialization. So you can see that you can't find in any other, like what you mentioned in the questions, similar diploma course in other polytechnics can find such a wide-ranging specialization other than in this DEEE course from Singapore Poly.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tian. Okay, let me get the next question. The question is, what if I have only participated in one competition? Will it be enough for the write out? I think I need Nian Ci to provide some advice to this student. Nian Ci, please.
Yeah, so my recommendation would be just to add, because I only participated in one only. Also. Yeah, prior to joining Aerospace Electronics, I also did only participate in one. It's just that but my hobbies were building up to just that one competition. But I only had that one to put into my portfolio. So just add. It's better than many who has not participated in competition before.
Okay, so the number itself doesn't really tell everything.
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
If I may add, it's really to highlight to us what are things that you have done that showcase your interest, your passion in the course that you are applying for. So competition is one way to show that, but there are possibly other things that you can show that can be evidence of that passion that you have for the course. Yeah. So just put whatever that you have. I think when you come for the interview, the lecturers, the panel will ask you also. So and that's where you can share more in terms of your passion.
Okay, thank you, Jogi. The next question is related to DEB. The question is engineering with business more focused on electric and electronic engineering or mechanical engineering? Basically, which do they teach more? So, Danny, please.
Okay, thank you for the question. Now, DEB stands for Diploma in Engineering with Business. It's a multidisciplinary course that integrates engineering with business. The students have the flexibility to further their studies in engineering, business, or similar interdisciplinary programs, both locally and overseas. Now, it covers electrical, electronic, and mechanical engineering, and also to apply business concept into engineering products and services. Now, so if you ask me about the proportion in the curriculum, I would say 2/3 will be on engineering, and 1/3, up to 1/3, will be on the business. Now, we also have elective space, and for students coming in next year or so, they can take up to 5 electives. All right, so you can choose up to 5 electives in the area of business or other areas as well. All right, to in your study at SP. So that gives you the flexibility to increase or decrease the proportions. of engineering content or business or even non-engineering content, I would say, right? So it gives you the flexibility through the elective system that we have in the curriculum. Now, also to add is that there are many options to further studies, especially with DEB. All right, you can choose to go into to get a business degree. I mean, quite a number of our DEB graduates further their studies, into business. And we also have very good number of students going into engineering. Some decided to go into electrical and electronic engineering. Some decided to go into mechanic because they have a flavor of all these disciplines, and then they know better to choose. Now, DEB graduate can also go into computer engineering and computer science as well. I do have students, Eileen, one of our peers, one of our graduates for the past few years, also managed to secure a scholarship, to study, computer science, all right, in UCL. So what I'm trying to say is that with DEB, you can actually have a lot of choices later, and you experience different discipline, and that will position you well when you choose your, further education or career later on. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Danny. Let me get the next question. This question is, for common engineering, how are people selected? Is it fully based on GPA? I think it's referring to after the one semester in common engineering, how they're selected into the 7 courses. So may I get Dr. Tien to answer this question?
Okay. Yeah. For the this one is basically the selection. You're right. You have year 1, semester 1, right? Studying all the three different technical domains, namely electrical, electronics, and also the mechanical modules in the semester 1. And then at the end of the semester 1, then of course you have to indicate, right, in the order of, because there are 7 engineering courses from both the School of Electrical Electronics and Mechanical, 4 from Electrical Electronics, and the other 3 from Mechanical, School of Mechanical. Then you have to in the ranking of your preference, right, 1 to 7, which are the 7 diploma courses that you want to go to. Then of course, at the end of the your semester 1 results will decide which one you will get. So it's basically based on the merits of your Sem 1 results.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tien. Next question. How important is CCA in Polytechnic? So maybe I'll let Director Jogi answer this question.
Yes.
Jogi,
Okay. So I think that's a great question, because a lot of times students, when they come in, then they wonder whether should they participate in CCA. I think I want to just share that it is important not to just come in with the mindset that it's just to study and put yourself deep into the books. So I think the key thing right now is that we want to prepare you to be life ready, work ready, and world ready. So in all things, it's not just about the domain skills. It's not even about all the some of the things that you can learn in the classroom, but really it's through the interaction when you do the CCAs, into our CCAs. That's where you learn many of the life skills, and they can help you. And that's where you also build that bond and the friendship. I think that is both from the aspect of building up your experiences. That's one part. There's also the part about building up your portfolio, because if some of you come in with the aspiration of leaving SP as one of the top students, because every year in the graduation we have our gold, silver medalist students, then I would say that the CCA plays a very important part of us selecting the top students. And we have many good examples of students who have come in through EAE, and eventually they become our top students. And definitely the CCA is an important aspect of building up that portfolio. And in fact, if you want to go on further to get scholarships, again, the CCA is important. But I think beyond that, is also the fact that when you go participate in CCA, that's where your whole campus and polytechnic life get very enriched. And when you look back, you will have a lot of fond memory. Okay, doesn't mean that when you study in your class you don't have fond memories, but I think being part of the CCA, there'll be a lot of fun things that you will look back on. Yeah, so I don't know whether Nianzi, you want to add anything to this. For you, the CCA play a big role as well?
For me, I'm also a DSO scholar, and one of the leverage I had was being in the EEE main committee. So I was the outreach head inside the EEE committee, which I think that boosts my portfolio a lot, along with being in the SP Aviation Club. Then I was one of the drone trainers there. So it really does boost your portfolio, and you can get gold with honors, or you can, for your CCA ranking, you can like get the participation points. So I do recommend participating in CCA and trying to get leadership roles.
Okay, thank you, Nianzi, for okay. So next question is, what else can I include in my EAE write-up if I haven't joined a relevant competition or program? So may I come back to Nianzi again? What if a student that doesn't have any competition, what advice will you give him?
I would say talk about your hobby, ambition, how this course can help you. So at least you do give the course chair reading your EAE write-up, whoever's reading it, that you do have some interest in it. Two of my friends entered via EAE without much background. They did handicraft before that. So a lot of DIY stuff. Let's say one of them did jewelry making. So you can talk about how you are good with your DIY skills and you would like to implement it onto electronics. So talk about your how your hobby can link to this course.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we have time for one more question. Is it on your DEEE course webpage, you mentioned about an option to minor in 5G and artificial intelligence of things. What is it exactly? Dr. Tian, maybe you want to answer this question?
Okay, thank you very much. In fact, this is we are talking about the minor programs. I think all of you have heard about it in many various presentations from all the courses. Starting from this year, right? SP basically offer the students this year cohort onwards, opportunity to study up to 5 electives, as I think most of you have heard about it before. Right, the opportunity of these electives is to broaden the students' knowledge and skills in other domain of study, right? So especially in particular, as mentioned, that School of EEE with a few other schools, mathematics and also the School of Computing, we are offering the minor in 5G and AIoT. That is mainly a very important digital, technology, as we all know that, in the realms of digital economy, our lives and our technologies and economy is so entwined with many digital technologies, such as we use our communications, we use our mobile phone to do our banking, to check our even your ATS code, right? You key in your ATS and you check your SAS scores and your grades, and etc., right? So so likewise, in terms of our our discipline of study, be it aerospace, DB, or even the computer engineering or DEEE, you cannot run away from digital technology. So that is why we realize that it is very important for our DEEE student and also other courses students to be aware that, to be conscious that the 5G and AIoT, right, is the very important aspect of the study in your if you want to further enhance the value of your diploma. And even if you go for your further study, we realize that in our local universities or even overseas universities, they are also branching into very much of, minor certificates, right? Or maybe director will also want to add something on this.
Yeah, I think for this minor, I think before I talk about the 5G and LLT, the minor framework within SP allows student choice. So that's the elective, from the elective within and choice, and when they select related elective modules, those exercising of this choice then translate to us recognizing that you have a minor, which means that you have the expertise in something other than your main diploma. I think this is how this minor is all about. So this actually opens up a very a lot of possibility. So for example, if you are interested in electrical and electronic, but you think you also want to have that competencies in some of the digital skills like programming and AIoT basically is how to develop solutions in the area of for the applications like Industry 4.0, Smart Nation, and all these different aspects. And you find that this is something that you want to also have. So this minor in 5G and AIoT then gives you the best of both worlds, where you choose the diploma in electrical and electronic engineering, but at the same time, you still are able to dwell into this whole aspect of development in the AIoT, as well as the understanding of how to use 5G. So we thought this is a very good way for students who want, in a sense, the best of both worlds. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tian and Director. I'm sorry that we have to end the Q&A session here. It's already 4:23. I'm sorry that there are still many more questions that we have no time to answer. So do feel free to contact us. I think you can email to our course chair if you have any question about the EAE exercise or any question about the courses. Okay, now pass the program back to our MC of the day, Hak Wee. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues, for the Q&A segment. Should you have further questions, you may write to our course chair. Their email addresses are as shown on the screen. Well, we have come to the end of this webinar, and we thank you for being with us and have a nice day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.